We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. And the Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So UNLV's offense will be first on the attack. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Warriors!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And they tacked on the extra point.
7, UNLV, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Rebels offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Burrell. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Williams looking for a man. He's moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Fights off the defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Got a man. It's Hall. On the move is the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 7.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Ware. So Hawaii's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. He's got his man across the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Line gets set, first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking,
oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Rainbow Warriors didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The offense set for a first down play. The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. They're working that left side. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just...
Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. To the ground with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
17, Hawaii.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Rebels offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Catch in the middle, it's forward. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first.
Brings him to the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Is another first down for the offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Thanks to grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just going to keep it after the snap. Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Firing to the right, complete. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vegas.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh.
Off the play fake on 1st down.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peterson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football, but that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. The sweet feet buy a little time. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Now adjusting. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Tyree. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Williams looking for a man. Snagged in the middle. It's Foreman. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The sure hands, it's Burrell. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Peterson. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Whole lot easier after that penalty. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. Get this guy on the ground. You've already seen it. He's got a rushing touchdown in this football game. Down here in the red zone, you know his feet are going to be a big part of the offense. The defense was ready, and they get the sack.
It is good. That gets them back to within 10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Williams will pass. Got his man down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Burrell. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fires to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 23 to UMass. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's caught. It's Tyree. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throws to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Rebels offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them out.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you got...
Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ware. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. He just didn't have it there.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Great place to start for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. So far, this has been a most frustrating performance for this junior quarterback. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Tyree. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. This offense has it with really good field position. On the run, it's Burrell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. On 30 short, the run, and looking for the 1st down. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense. As corners made plays, really the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
Got it in the middle. It's Tyree. And of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They've got the screen set up. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Peterson. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Gives it to the back on the draw. Plows through the defense.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bacon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that. If you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. In the back that time, hit the hole and show off his speed.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the...
And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.